No. Now let me increase for 1 again. No. Item is there, but remaining all are A, B, C, D, F, all, because this is an alternative names for column names which are not present. But we already have column names in the next row, so we have to increase 1 more. Yes. Now the data is in the correct form. Now again click on next. So the product tables is loaded. That means what? In data manager you can review how many tables are present. We loaded the orders table, we loaded the products table. So when I click when I put my mouse on product table and when I put that upon orders table, you can see red color. That means there is no association between these two tables. That means there is no common column between orders and product table. So that is the reason in the recommend associations, number of tables, how many we have? 2 tables. Unassociated tables 2, because to associate or to join these tables, there is no common column. How we are telling that there is no common column? Because when I'm moving on to this order table, we can see red color. That indicates these 2 tables are not proper to join, and recommendations is 0. Now we'll load the other table to show how does this associations will work. Now we'll load orders. We have to join order line items. Open, replace. See, now I have my header names or column names in appropriate way. So now I'll remove this customer this column by unchecking, because there is no data properly present. So I'll be unchecking that, and you can uncheck this also if it doesn't need that column. Again, see, as I told before, I am toggling this button. Still, I'm loading the third table. For third table also, I'm toggling this button. Now I'm clicking on next. Right? Now we have loaded this order line items. Now when I just put mouse on this this Excel, and when I'm moving, you can see for orders it is green color, for product it is orange color. That means you can merge these 2 tables with strong association, and you can merge this product with weak or moderate association. Now if you see, how many tables were there? 3 tables. Okay, how many are non-associated? 3, because we did not join them. Now you have 2 recommendations here. What are 2 recommendations? In orders table you have order number. In order line also, I mean, in these 2 tables you have common column, that is order number. And in products, in this products table and in this order line items, you have number, item number, common. Now for an example, see, if these 2 are strongly associated, then you can join them. Now I'll show you an example. I click on orders. Now you can see order number, and that is 6 digits. And if I click on orders line items, and you can see item order, and that is also, sorry, this order line item, this is 6 digits. So this is order number. Though this name is different, but the Qlik automatically recognizes that these 2 have common column. That is the reason you can associate these 2 tables. Now for an instant, you will be having same column names in 2 different tables, but data is different. That time, if Qlik is suggesting to join, you can remove that join, and you can join this table with other table, or with the other common column with the same table. So not to confuse, let me join this table. Sorry. Join these tables. See, the association is formed between 2 tables. Now you can see that This order line items, and this is order table. This is order line table, line items table. Now these two tables were associated with this column, order line, order number, and from orders table order number. So same column, so they are associated, and you can see the common column name here. Now if I want to put this order into products, red, so there is no common column. But when I try to put this thing on this orders, it is associating, and it is associating with item number in order line items and number in products table. See here, you can see product table. So and the common column name can be seen here. Now if you want to remove any association between two tables, you can remove just by dragging long, just by dragging aside. Now just now we have put these tables, right? We have done this manually, but Qlik will allow you to associate all the tables directly by recommendations what is providing. These recommendations have come because we have toggled the button while loading the data. I have told you I'm toggling the button, right? That option is reflecting here. That time we toggle, by toggling, what we are saying to Qlik Sense is that you automatically give me your recommendations with the associations. That is the reason you are getting a recommendations. Now if I click on apply all, the associations will happen automatically. You no need to worry about dragging and dropping the tables upon each other. So now we have association, also all the joins of the table and all the stuff. So how does this helpful? Because when you want to join the tables using SQL, what is the problem with this? You will write a query to join two tables like left join, right join, or inner join or outer join. All these joins you'll be using, and you'll be writing an SQL query to join the tables. But in Qlik, you can directly join the tables using this option. Upon all this preparations and after all setting the data, now you have to click on load the data. Your data was successfully loaded. Now close. Now the data is loaded, all the associations were there. Now until here, you have any doubts? I want everybody to respond
Sorry.
because I can see if somebody
Sir,
wants to speak.
in the data load editor,
Yeah.
while we go there, like there's something called a set numeric, like all those values. Can we also edit them, sir?
Which one
According
you're
to
talking?
our, can you open the data load editor?
Yeah.
Yeah, this screen, sir. The
Mm,
one you see.
yeah.
Can we edit them, sir?
Yeah, you can edit.
Okay, sir.
You can edit, you can delete this also, but when you delete all this, you can't load, because while loading you'll get an error, because this set variables are very much important. You're defaultly telling the ClickSense to assume columns in this format. Now if you have your data, you have months in your data, so that months uh, will be in this format,
Okay,
so you can change in whatever format you want.
right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other doubts till here? I see only few people are responding, so can I assume remaining people are not attending the session, just they are with the names? Can I continue with the next steps? Because I want you guys to understand this basic steps, because there's an initial and very important steps to load the data into ClickSense. After then, you have plenty of options to create the dashboards, and that does depend upon your innovative skills. Nobody can stop you. But Loading data is very important. So that is the reason I'm stressing again. If you say that we can proceed, I'll start with the next step of creating the sheets. Okay, thank you for your response. So yeah, now you have data manager to see the tables in bubble format. Now we'll see data model viewer. Now this will tell you how many tables are there in your Qlik in this application sample dashboard. So right now we have loaded 3 tables. That is the reason we have 3 tables. And you can see what is this symbol? Key. That means this is the column which is primary key for this table. I hope all of you might know what is the use of primary key, because all of you might have knowledge on SQL. Primary key is used to identify each row uniquely. So for every table, you will be having a primary key, and that can be seen using this key column. And you have 2 keys because you have 2 unique primary keys in that particular table. So you have 2. And this line indicates the association. You are joining these 2 tables with this same column. Same way, products and order line items we are connecting through this column. So that is the useful of data model viewer, to view the data in the format of columns and the column names, primary key, and with the association. And you can increase the all this, and you can directly click on home so that this will adjust automatically. So yeah, now we'll go to, so you got an idea of data manager, data load editor, data model viewer. So all these 3 were done, and these 3 were using to load, view, manage the data. Now we'll go to sheet. That is the most important option to create the dashboard. Now click on create new analytics. So right now you will be displayed with this interface. I'll explain you in detail. Now, assets. Assets means what? What are the assets? For a data, what is an asset? For a person, asset can be a gold, land, whatever it is. For the data, dimensions, measures, all the stuff, or fields, whatever they are at in the data. So right now, this symbol indicates sheets. That means right now we are in this sheet. That means we did not create yet. We are creating, and automatically it will name it as my new sheet. Now you can click on create new sheet to create one more sheet. So it will give an option to templates. This is the third or fourth step. This is little advanced. So yeah, sheets, and here you will have options to see the fields. Now all these fields are not from one table, because we have loaded 3 tables as we see in data manager. See, if you are okay, now if you have an problem in navigating the things, you can click on plus symbol, so that will be opening a new window. This, you can go here and you can click on this plus symbol. That will open this data manager, only data manager view in this new window or new tab. Now if you want to show see that, you can see here. Yeah, so that is the use of that. So right now we are in sheet. Now this symbol indicates all the columns, field in the sense columns, from all the different tables. Now you can see show by table. So you have all the tables you selected. So that means all the field, all the columns from 3 tables will be displayed here. Now if you want to see, if you want to see only columns from one table, you can select that table. But right now there is no use of selecting one single table, because data is whatever data we need it from all the three tables. So for that, we will be selecting all tables. Now, next option is like master items. Master items is an option to create a dimension or a measure or a visualization or alternative states. All these are useful because right now, if you field, now I'll type something called profit. Do we have anything? No. Do we have sales here? Yes. So, or do we have discount here? We have discount, but we don't have profit. Now, for calculating the profit, we might need a formula. And for that, we can create a formula and we can use that profit in one sheet. That means in one particular sheet. But you want to use same formula or for multiple sheets, then we create master measure. Measure in the sense numerical, dimensions is categorical. So when you want to create a new column that should be useful for all the sheets, then you can create master measure. This is all. Next option is visualization, out of which you will be having all the options. That means all the chats which are available in ClickSense, what you want to use according to the fields present here. Now, for now, we'll create a simple sheet. For that, click on my new sheet. Here, click on edit sheet. So you will be getting all these options. Now, you can see source tables, order line, orders, products, all the three tables. We can hide this. Properties, you can click on this, so you'll be getting, see this, all the properties are for the sheet, okay, not for individual chat. I'm repeating again, this properties are for overall sheet, not for single chat. Now I can rename this. First chat. Now, whatever I'm demonstrating, this is a demo, because as a new user of ClickSense, I want you guys to understand the concept so easily. So that is the reason I'm renaming like this. But I'll show you an advanced sheets what have created with the names and the features used by ClickSense later. But for an easy understanding, let me create like this. Now, you have an option to edit the sheet, or you have an option to open the template. Open the template will allow you to load the templates with the predefined one. Now, if you see this template, you have one KPI, three KPI charts. If you see, if I over H over this, you cannot see. But if you see hashtag one, hashtag one, hashtag one, so that means you have three KPI, one bar chart, one line chart, one pie chart, and one is I'm not accurate about this chart, but yeah, all these charts. So now if you want to use this template and if you want to create same charts, then you can use this template. And if you want one filter option, three KPIs and three bar charts, one pivot table, then use this template. So you have different types of templates. As of now, I'll not insist you guys to use these templates. Instead, create without templates. Okay. Now, you can see I have given my title of the sheet as first chat. Now you can here also you can edit by giving the name first chat. Okay. Now, title expression, that means you can see the name of the chat is first chat. Now, if you want to add anything here below that, you can add. And that can be a formula. Now, you can write something like A plus B, sorry, A plus B, that is an expression. I'm getting an error. This red line underlying in the sense that means an error, because for example, I'm telling you A plus B, so that you can indicate there's an error. Or else you can click on this formula expression and you can write here. So now you can see that you can find two differences. When I write formula here, A plus B, I'm directly writing. But when I'm opening this one, you can see an equal to symbol, right? So, and that were quoted. So whenever you're writing formula there and in the for edit expression dialog window, you have to include this equal to symbol before writing in this dialog when you're using this fx dialogs window. Okay, so now below that you will be having all this styling of this sheet. That means where what is the background, or if I deselect the auto, what is the single color, or I can select the background color of the sheet. Okay, now background image, if you want anything, I can go to local media and I have to select certain, upon which new upload, and you can select the picture if you want anything. Okay, that is about background image and background color. Now we have seen all the, I mean, most of the uh, properties of this sheet. Now we have to create the chats in the sheet. Now, okay, I have given, yeah, yeah. Now we are ready to create the sheets. Now what we have to do is like, did I told, oh, I did not tell all this. So grid spacing. So you want medium level grid lines. So observe carefully, this grid lines will be changing when I select all these options. Okay. Yeah. Now you can automatically, what's wrong with this? You can decrease or increase according to this. Now, sheet can be custom or responsive according to your spacing rate. So for right now I'm using responsive. So this is the whole properties of the sheet. Now we have to create chats. For now, I'll be using bar chart. Just select this bar chart and drop it over here. Now, see, Qlik will give such a flexibility that it will tell you what all needed for a bar chart. Just you have taken a bar and you just drop it over here. It is telling that you need one dimension, one measure for creating a bar chart. So according to that, you have to select one dimension and one measure. What is dimension and what is measure? Dimension is a categorical data, which means something like names, something like country, something like district names, all this. What is measure? It is a numerical data like sales, discount, profit, all this. So right now we need only, I mean, I'll show one. So I will delete this. Okay. Now if I want anything, you can copy and you can paste over here. So you have plenty of options. So all these things need to be explored by yourself because time constraints, and we have already crossed the time, but we haven't created one sheet. So for now, I'll create add dimension and I'll take something interesting. See, when you have date, something like this, you'll have date, month, quarter, week, year, all this. Product group. According to product group, I need sales. That sales, I need sum of sales. So now you can see the visualization is created. Okay, now when you deselect, I mean, when you can see my mouse movement, right? When you select here in the sheet, the properties will convert into sheet properties. When you select the chat, properties will come for chat. So now you can edit options for edit for this. So what we have selected for dimensions, we have selected product group. Now we can add one more dimensions also like product subgroup. So according to that, graph will be changed. Now when I put my mouse and when I scroll, it is not moving. Why? Because we are in editing mode. But when we click on edit sheet option, you will go into analyze mode where you can scroll. Understood? Now again, you have, when you want to go to back to edit mode, click on edit sheet. Now see, these are the options you have, and see, you have added 2 dimensions. Now if you want to add one more dimension, you can add what does measure, I mean, according to the, what does this length indicates? Sales, right? So we have created that. If you want to add anything, add. If you want any filters to be added, you can add that filters also. For time constraint, I'm not explaining all. Okay, sheet. Now you can sort this thing using sum of sales. If we drag and put it on, so that will change. Add-ons, if you want anything to be added, like data handling, exclude. Now I'm unchecking this, so that means it will not include zero values. Now if you want to write any conditions, like if sales is above sum of sales, something like sum of sales is greater than 3000, include that only. So here there's a mistake in the expression, what formula. So now you can use AI to what we call, to correct this expression. So you can see error in the expression. So for that you can correct, or else you can see sales here. You can select that, and aggregation can be sum, insert. Sum of sales is greater than 3000. See, what mistake did I do previously? I did not kept S as capital. This is case sensitive. Now if I put anything, something like small, error again. Or if I replace with capital, okay. Now the formula is correct. Click on apply. So you will get all the values which are greater than 3000 only. That is the filter option here, or data handling. Now if you want to add any reference line, you can add that reference line by providing the condition. Now if you want to show label, if you don't want to show the table, uncheck. Check. Now you can see that is up to you. Show the values or don't show the values. So line, if you have created any value, that line can be solid or anything else. All this. Now dimension reference lines, we don't want to add any lines. Shapes, we don't want to add. Appearance is one more interesting. Here you have show title. See, you have something called click add to title. Now you can see, you can write bar chart. So there's a title, but I don't want that title, so I will untoggle this. So bar chart will be gone. Now if you want any title, you can put, but this title is must, because for a proper visualization or dashboard, we insist people to write the title. Now that title can be given a simple name, or you can give any conditions also. By using conditions, I'll show, because right now I don't have any time. I have already created sheets for that. I'll show. Now, presentation. Now that can be grouped or stacked. So according to that, chat will change. Now, if you want, see, by default it is vertical. Now, if you want horizontal, it will change to horizontal. So according to that, you can change this. Now, see, if you have mini chart or a bar. So this is for scroll bar. I'll show you when I edit this, when I click on that button. Now, what else we have? Colors and legends. Colors is auto, or when you want off. Single color means single color for dimension. According to the group, I mean according to the subgroups, if you want color, so according to dimension we'll select. Or according to sales, we want sales is measure, so we'll select by measure. So according to that it will change. What does this indicate? Diary is having, so I'll edit this. Now you can see we can select this. So what does this mean? This color indicates, or this hue indicates that lighter color means low sales, darker color indicates more sales. So in this, what we have diary, we have total sum of sales is 1 total sales, upon which you have again subcategories. So here if you see, if I cheese and dairy is having 1.27. In middle we have milk and dairy, for that it is some. For yogurt and dairy, so according to that you will be having the color padding. Now if I have selected two groups, upon that dairy and produce, but if I deselect this, I will be having all these things. So this just selecting is also a filtration. I have to select this and have to click on right symbol. Okay. Now I can view only this option. Now if I click on this and if I click on this, only fresh vegetables will come. Fresh vegetables, and that is for produce category. So according to that, you can apply the what we have filtration, or this is called selection, not filtration, sorry, selection. Now I'll remove all these selections and I'll put it in normal. Now you have, see, this options is like this first sheet. Now if you want to create if you have other sheet, so you can go directly to the next sheet. This. So all these options you have there. So you have to do, you have to explore by yourself for which chat, which properties are coming. This property is for bar chart. If you take line chart, the properties might be different because there is, here it is bar, there is line. So according to that, the time or what properties will change. So now we'll create one more sheet. So this is the first chat. Now I have to create one more chat. So for that, I'll create without template again. Now I'll create a line chart. Where is line here, crop here, and all these properties, all these decorations you have to explore. Right now I'll just give you an dimension for time series. We use line chat. That means whether it is date, time, year, or whatever, you will use this. So if I take order date as water, and if I take sales, and that sales I'll take it as average sales. So yeah, okay. Now if I want this not in quarter but I want it in which one, some other dimension, so I have to delete this dimension. So dimension will go on and you can add one more dimension, and that can be anything like date. So according to date, year, you will have. So everything is like exploring. So you will have one day of gap tomorrow. So you can explore what are properties are there for which chart. Okay. So for this line chart, I have all these properties. How to go back to sheet properties? Just click on sheet. You'll go back to the sheet properties. Click on chat, you'll come to chat properties. So you can add multiple dimensions, multiple measures, and you have filter options, you have sorting, add-ons, include null. So according to that, that graph will change, shapes, appearance. So appearance, show title, all this stuff. Again, you have line. So if you want area, not line, so chat will change accordingly. So all this options are there. So if we take, so max visible points, I've kept it, default it is 2000, but I've kept it 10. So 10 is not working. So if I put 1000, it will work. Okay, it is taking 2000 only. So yeah. Now you have created two sheets, previous one and this is the other one. So you can use filter option here, filter option, and in this filter, what you have to give is just a filter option. So according to what you want to filter the data. Now if I want to filter the data according to um, category, not product group, I can just drop in here. Okay, for time being, yeah. Now what I'll do, just I'll select alcoholic, this one, and I'll click on OK. So according to this filter, the graph will change. So all the thing is all about, you have to explore all this graphs and the properties of that one. So that is most important right now. That is what you have to do. And now what we have, now you can download this sheet, download data from visualization. So what is asking is like whether you want data to be downloaded with this sheet or not. So we need data also. For that, click on download and you can download this. And also this will, now when you click on edit mode, this is a view mode, and you can take the snapshots. Take snapshot, that will take the snapshot. It will automatically create. Now you can what write a name or description about the photo what you have taken just now and save it like this. Why it is useful? Because all the sheets you'll be creating, like one sheet, two sheets, all the sheets you'll be creating, where you have sheets option here. So 1, 2, 3 sheets you'll be creating. Now you have to narrate a story about the sheets what you have created. That is the most important, right? So for that, just now you have taken one photo, right? So that will come here. So that is the use of taking the photos, because you have to write a story, narrate a story according to what you're seeing. That is the importance of visualization and analytics, right? So that is the reason this snapshots are useful. So you can add more slides. So this is like presentation. First slide you are adding this. For second slide you can add any, one more. You have all this, and you can uh, add sheet also upon which first chat. So that sheet will come to presentation. So this is like interactive mode of creating the presentation or storytelling in ClickSense itself. And you can directly play story. You have play story option directly into the presentation mode. In this way, you can present the storytelling what you're creating upon which. So in ClickSense, all you can do, load the data, transform the data, create the sheets, create the chats, and finally create the data storytelling and present to the jury member who are coming for the hack. Okay. So this is all I want to say right now. This is a demo session what I have given for you guys. So coming back to the response from you guys, are you guys tired or understood well? What are your comments upon just we saw? Did you guys understood it well or what? Only 2 to 3 people were giving response. Yeah, nice, nice. Now I'm happy that you guys understood. I feel like my efforts are worthy right now. So should I show you the advanced level of sheets or this is okay? Should if I show you, you'll be knowing different features, or you want say we don't need, we'll get confused, so I'll stop it, or you want advanced one? Yeah. So on demand of most of the people, I'm showing few sheets what I've created. So don't stick it to what I've said. Explore. You have YouTube, you have Chat GPT, everything. You go explore what chats you can create, what else you can create, and also see if you are creating a chat between two numericals. That means if you are creating, okay, I'll explain with the advanced sheets. See, now I'm going to home page of my Qlik Cloud. So these are the applications which I have created. For time being, I'm explaining this application. Now, you can ask me a question like, just now in the sample, you just gave the name. I did not have any picture. Here you have picture. That means you have to explore by yourself how to add all this. That is the meaning of hackathon. How well you can understand the platform, how innovatively you are creating your dashboards, how you are decorating, how see this giving something sense of me that I have by putting a picture, it doesn't mean that oh I've created a great one, but it is giving some idea that I have created something. So that is the reason. So for that, how to create that? You have to create on 3 dots. You can have details options of this dashboard. Loading problem. Okay. If not, you have something called settings. Go to settings, select an image, give the image. Okay. Now you have capabilities option. See, if you want to use AI, then you have to switch this button. But I'm not insisting you guys to do that. Then appearance section, all these options, sheet header styling, background, select the image. So all these options you'll be having. Again, I'm telling By clicking the three dots, you will again go to settings. You will be having all these options to edit all this stuff. So where I am now, so this thing is done. Now I have created these many sheets. For now, I'll be opening my first sheet. See, I given one heading for that executive overview. So first sheet, what I've done is just giving an overview, and I have created a KPI. KPI means what? Key performance in key performance. For that, our total in my data set, how many customers are there? What are the total sales and what are the total orders? Now, if you see, if I click on this one, if I click on this KPI chart, if I click on data, I have created one expression. With that expression only, I'm getting the count. Total customers is my title, but what I want below that is count of distinct customers. So that will I get. That one I'll be getting. Next, in second last modified, see, you have date something here. So for that, you can use alternative KPI and I'll be adding date today. So for this, for today's date, how many customers are there? Next, total sales. Total sales is my title. For that, I given as formula to calculate the total sales, and label is total sales. And this you might be worried about this emoji. You will be having, like, if you go to ChatGPT, or you can go to Google and you can type something and you can copy paste. Images are also acceptable. I mean, they're capable of copy pasting. So number formatting. Now sales are, I'm measuring that in a money format. So number formatting, you can have auto. According to that, this will change million, just a number. But I want in the format of money. So that will be in dollar. There's a formatting how you use, and but you can use it as, you can change this format and present an Indian format. For that, you have to write in a for expression. For that, you can use AI to convert this format into rupee. Next. Next, what we have. So these are three KPIs what I have created. Now I have created some table here according to the according to total sales. See, according to the total sales, I have given a condition to color code these values. So I have given certain threshold value. If the something is above that, give background color as green, then red. So according to that, I have given. Next, so again here I have filter option or something like descending or selections, select all the, and now if I want to select country, only Australia data I need, so according to that graphs will change. So now I told you just now, like, I can take the snapshots, right? Now I have selected country Australia, so you can take this snapshot so that it will be helpful, because these are only selections. It is not constant, right? When I select multiple one, the graphs will change, but you want only Australia data, you have filtration option to filter the selections, and you'll be getting only Australia data. For that, you select that and take a snapshot. That is the useful of snapshot. Now second sheet. Here I have multiple options. Now while explaining, you can just select this and click on right symbol. Only that particular March month the data will be present. And click on uncheck this all the selections, so you'll be getting all the values. Now, or you want something to be selected in a range. So just click on this chat and you will be having this option. Just draw a circle. Why it is not coming? Yeah, oh yeah. Before that. Okay, it is not. It is not. I'm using my hand, not my mouse. But yeah, it will come like a range of values to be present there. So that is useful of that. And what else? Next sheet. So according to all this, you can see, you have to give a proper name, you have to give proper graphs and the column names, the field names, the what we call legend in a proper position, all the stuff. So you can explore. So now I can give country ID only 2004 and select according to 2004. The graphs will change. So all this you can give, and then you can deselect that. So you have to see how interactive your data is, how the things will go on. Now, as I told, correlation is useful for measure the relation between two numerical. So here I have sales that is numerical and quantity order is also numerical. So according to that, I have found the correlation between sales and procedure. Now you have to find what is the correlation and what is the story behind that. Okay. Now I'll be not telling this because I know if I tell, you guys all will capture one point, but I want you guys to explore what is the correlation and how to find that. So all this graphs, this is the combo chart. So this is an area chart again, bar, scatter plot. So all this you can explore. Okay. Or you want only some cars one. So all these are selections again. Okay. It's a map chart again. If I want only USA, only USA, only Canada, Canada values. Understood? This inside advisor, there's an AI of ClickSense where the charts are created automatically, but I don't want to stress on those because I don't want you guys to use AI for now because you have to understand how ClickSense works. Even though AI is important in today's era, but you have to understand the core fundamentals of features of the platform, then you are allowed to use AI, what I feel. But yeah, so that's all from my side. I have shown the sheets also, but I feel like most of the participants will make the more accurate or precise dashboards than me and will present the better storytelling. So this is one of the feature which I have added of using this mouse movements or moving left, right, or directly home to present the center data. So all this were there. You can download or expand a single and you can edit this particular sheet. So all these options you have to practice. Then only you'll be understanding what are the features of ClickSense. That is how practice makes you to design a perfect dashboards on the hackathon day. People might be annoyed, or people might think, for creating a dashboard, why we need 24 hours. Now you understood what is it, why you got 24 hours to for the hackathon, because you have to explore all this, what are the properties were there according to your data, what chats you have to choose, any calculation. Oh, okay, I forgot to show the master field. See, I have created master measure. That means I'm creating one what we call measure. I'm writing, see, I want some new column or new field to be average discount percentage. For that, I'm writing this formula. Okay. Now I want this formula or this what we call cancel, because I did not make any changes. I want this average discount percent in, I want to use in multiple sheets. So you have to create a master measure. Okay. That's when you will have this option so that you can directly use this, because multiple times writing a formula is difficult. So we write once a formula and we save it under master items, and we will use in multiple sheets. Okay. So I'm stopping. So yeah, any doubts? Did you guys gain any knowledge out of the session, or now you understood how to use the ClickSense? I guess you guys can unmute and speak, I guess. Or you can put your response in the chat section. Any question? Or can we wind up here? Yeah, we can combine. That is the purpose of the storytelling, right? We can take the snapshot or we can include multiple sheets in one slide of the data storytelling.
So,
Yeah.
from a judge's perspective, what makes a click dashboard stand out in a
Mm.
hackathon, or like what kind of things that we have to keep in our mind?
Okay. Before answering to your question, I want to put one point forward to all of you that you have to utilize all the time what you have given. Okay. You might be wondered about just creating a chance. What is there in that? I can create some random chats and I can present in front of judges. Then what is the point of participating in hackathon? And what is the point of attending all the sessions? The full-fledged of utilization of your knowledge, your time, and your what money of paying to a hackathon is the way to win the hackathon, the precise way to win the hackathon. So that is the way. And to add up to your question answer or to your question is like when you have plenty of things to impress the judges. For that improvisation, you have to use the time accurately because you should not postpone the things. So coming to the point, how well you're understanding the data, and that understanding should be present in your visualization. That is one. And how different charts you're creating, and were you creating different charts or different analysis by comparing with other, and how you're uh, narrating the story, and how did you understand the correlation between the columns. So basically it deals with all in and around about your data and your analysis and your storytelling and your preparation of dashboard in a proper format and
Sir,
effective communication skills. Yeah,
so how many KPIs should an executive dashboard contain? Like,
that is up to you because according to the data the KPS numbers will change. So if my Excel sheet is having only sales as numeric value, so I'll keep it as total sales or average sales as my KPI. So according to the data, KPIs changes.
okay, sir, thank you.
Yeah. Any more?
On behalf of Data Dynamo, we sincerely thank Mr. Muliguri
Have a one
Kaushik.
minute. 1 minute. There's one question. Why did the association showed one as yellow and one as green with order list while neither of them have common column? Can you specify the table names, please? Or you can unmute and you can speak for time being, time constraints. Okay, organizers, if somebody is having any questions, please forward to me, reach out to me, I'll help you out. Okay. Order and employees have one column, common column, right? I did not load employees table. Did I load? I loaded products, order line items, and orders. I did not load employees table.
Sir, also as a jury, what kind of mistakes that as a team, we have to avoid to work efficiently and create good dashboards which have.
Throwing work on single person. You as a jury, we might ask everybody to speak or one person to explain each chat because as a team you are coming, so everybody need to work, right? So that is first, and You have to be accurate about your chats according to your date. Now, if you have number of comparisons and if you're using pie chart, it's worthless because you will be having n number of segments in pie chart. That is so confusing. Instead, you can use bar chart and you can scroll. Pie chart will not give that flexibility to review the all the segments, right? So in that way, incorrect, inappropriate chat creations, all the stuff. So everybody have to contribute some or the other thing on data cleaning or creating a dashboards or data storytelling. So I am winding up the session here. Before that, I'll be sharing one link to you guys for a feedback. So if you feel like this session is useful, please do fill the form for my improvisation. You can
Yes, sir.
Vardhan,
On
you can
behalf of
share. Vardhan, you can share that in group. Yeah. I'm done. I'm done, Kavya.
On behalf of Data Dynamo, we sincerely thank Mr. Mulguri Kaushik for conducting this informative and engaging Qlik bootcamp. His practical approach, real world examples, and clear explanation helped participants understand concepts easily and apply them confidently. The session has been highly beneficial for everyone, sir. We truly appreciate his time, dedication, and support in guiding our participants. We are grateful for his mentorship and encouragement. Once again, thank you, Mr. Kaushik, for making this bootcamp successful and inspiring us to grow in the field of data analytics.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. And I'll be happy when all this knowledge is utilized by the participants. Thank you. Thank you once again. All the best. See you on the hackathon day. Bye bye.